I can make a ton of it and it'll last forever. And then also because it's got a ton of protein and yeah, that. Uh, Arguments rage about what you're supposed to serve chili with. Personally, some people like it just plain. Some people like it with sour cream. Some people like it on chips. Some people like it other ways. I personally like my chili served with brown rice, steamed brown rice. So that's what we're going to do today. It sounds strange, but bear with me. It's going to be really tasty. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hello, everyone. I am Lord Bakington, and today we're going to do some real tasty stuff. Let's see what's on the docket. Aside from that, we're going to make some peanut butter brownies because I was really craving brownies for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I want to say hello, first of all, to everyone in the room. Hi, JB Hood. Hi, BLM. Hi, Yanissa Fak. I don't know, is that how you say your name? I'm sorry if it's not. Oh my gosh, BLM just subscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. You guys, really thank you. I really do appreciate that. That's really, really cool. I have, what, 10 subs, it seems? That's a lot for me. I wasn't expecting even like 3, but thank you. I really do appreciate that. Anyway, let's get back on to the food. We need to talk first. Wow, I'm real excited about that. Hold on. Alexa, play piano jazz. Let's go back to some music.
Playing piano jazz music.
Hey Jane Wayne, how's it going? How are you today? Thank you everyone. Can we get some Lord of Piggies? Yes. Lord of Piggies in the chat for BLM. Alexa, set volume to 3. Anyway, do you guys like my new hat? It's a wolf. I have 3 now. So I have my monkey. I have the lion. And a wolf. I want to get, there's a fox. There's also a frog I want. But yeah, those are for later on because my mother doesn't like me spending all my money on weird hats like this. I think it's fun. And this one, surprisingly, is longer. I don't know if it's the same distributor that makes them because they all look the same. They all have that same basic structure. But this one, it's longer. Like the arms feel longer than the one, the lion one for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. They feel a bit longer. I know the monkey arms are really long. I don't know if these come in different arm lengths, but who knows. When you have a minute, I have a recipe that's really good and filling if you want it. I would love your recipe. Thank you. If you want, you can talk about the recipe here. I'd love to hear about it. But if you want a specific recipe made, you can tweet me at Lord Bakington the recipe, and I'd be more than happy to make it. But yeah, if you want to like fill us in, that'd be great. However, who's Phyllis? Fill us in. Maybe it's an in. Anyway, how was everyone's day today? It's Monday. We should all sort of like pressure inject some excitement into today because it is Monday. However, we do have a lot to talk about because I have had quite the weekend and I feel like you all should hear about it. While we're doing that, though, I'm going to move over to the stove so we can discuss what's on the menu for today. I'm going to start today by making some brownies because the brownies are going to take around 40 minutes to cook. However, before I do anything else, I want to show you guys the tool we're going to be using today in the kitchen. My parents bought this for me because I've just been like boiling my brown rice. This is the Aroma Professional Plus. It's sort of like a multi-cooker. And I'm really going to only use it for the brown rice. I want to try the quinoa setting though. However, the brown rice is what I'm going to do most because I eat brown rice like no one else. It's really tasty. I love the way brown rice tastes. I love the way that has a really nice mouthfeel personally. My favorite happens to be the short grain brown rice because it's really tasty and fun. It's sort of like little balls of rice. And that's essentially what we're going to do. We're going to make some rice to go along with our chili today. But yeah, if you have a recipe and you want to tell me about it, I'd love to hear it. I just unpacked this and I want to try it out. So I guess you could say this is one of those product review streams, but I already know this is going to be great. I mean, how can you screw up cooking rice? You can't. So I'm going to plug this bad baby in. Rice takes a little bit of time to cook too, so I'm going to plug this in and leave it on the background. It's just making some basic rice, you know. It's like a 1-to-2 ratio of rice to water. So for 2 cups of dry brown rice. I'm going to put 4 cups of liquid in. I'm going to use a 50-50 mixture of water and chicken stock. But it comes with all the essentials. It has like a steamer basket and this really deep bowl. I heard you can like cook actual things in this. Like there's a saute setting, which I think is strange. But you know, who am I to judge? It's from 1796. I saw it on YouTube from James Townsend and Son. It's a steak and onion pie. Steak and onion pie. I love making savory pies. Speaking of which, tomorrow, not tomorrow. What? You guys, why didn't you tell me that my microphone is touching my chest? Hold on. Excuse me. Wednesday's recipe is actually, sorry about all the like terrible noise right now. That was me touching my mic. Wednesday's recipe is going to be making chicken pot pies in my little ramekins. Guess what? I bought, for those of you who don't know, I used to do like little catering jobs. Oh, what is in my throat? And I bought these ramekins. See, these are kind of cute. They're sort of fancy. And these are the ones I would use to make the chicken pot pies for like lunch, like that. So, and then my ServSafe expired, and so did my professional food handling certificate. So I just didn't feel like continuing anyways. Anyway, that sounds like a really cool recipe. I definitely want to try it out. However, this is how I get my brown rice because I eat it so often. I get it in this big bag like this, and I just munch through it. That's really it. It's really, really tasty. So let's see. If the serving is, it's rice is 1 cup. I need 1 1/3 cups. I'm going to do a little bit more because it's a steamer. I'm going to use 2 cups. So that means I'm going to need 4 cups of liquid. But yeah, I get this brown rice in a big bag like this because that's how often I eat it. I eat a lot of brown rice. I read on a few articles that brown rice contains arsenic. Like, most foods contain very, 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 very trace amounts of arsenic. But even for food, brown rice contains a bit more of a trace amount of arsenic. But I'm like, I mean, cool, I'll just eat more of it then. I mean, does double duty then. Anyway, I'm going to grab a saucepan, and you'll be thinking, but Bakington, why are you grabbing a saucepan if you're going to make brownies? So I'm actually going to make the brown rice off camera because, speaking of which, yeah, old recipes are wild. Some of those are really cool. I love weird old recipes. Like, remember that we did the medieval stream and we made like rice tart and that apple mush? I'm going to cover my address, but I got, there's nothing on here, right? I got a package from Amazon. It's our 3rd camera and a new tripod for later on the stream when I get my new computer, which M60, my executive producer, is making for me right now. So stay tuned. We're going to have a 3rd camera, and that'll probably be over here on the worktops, so that way you can see what I'm doing with my hands, be it chopping or whatever. Because I used to only need 2, because I had the 1 camera in front of me and then another one on the stove, but I have to do double duty with this one because like there's more to do over here. But these stay hot, so I can't really do a bunch of stuff on this stove. Anyway, you were probably wondering, but Bakington, why are you getting a saucepan out if you're going to make brownies? And that's because these are 1 pot brownies, not pot brownies, okay? We're not doing the 420 here. 1 pot brownies are essentially cooking brownies in a, making the batter rather. You're not actually going to cook them in the stove, but making the batter for these brownies in a saucepan. It sounds strange, and in fact it is kind of strange. But bear with me. There's not actually a bear with me. It's going to work out. First off, what is it? Turn my stove on. Not oven. I can't find words today. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. Right. The brown rice. And I forgot to tell you. So, a lot of interesting stuff has happened this weekend, and I have to tell you guys all about it. I think I might make a video about it too. I want to start making more videos. I have one in the works about my basics for making making my Bakington. I am starting my Bakington Basics series, but that's what I was meaning to say. Bakington Basics is going to be a series of videos where I teach you guys how to make like certain things that I make all the time, like my basic bread recipe, my basic pizza dough recipe, my basic cake recipe. And then that way, instead of having to make them over and over again, I can just put them in my stream and refer to them as the stream goes on. I wasn't a fan of him to start, this guy that's singing right now, but like Tigran Hamasyan has become like one of my new favorite like singer composers. So, what was I saying? Oh, right, I keep avoiding saying this. Pot brownies, no pot brownies, no 420 in this kitchen. What I was saying was, I was really inactive on my social medias, aside from like retweeting a bunch of stuff. And that's because, not that because I was abandoning everyone, but because I was at an orientation, a 3-day, mind you, a 3-day mandatory orientation for school. I've recently started my new college, and real excited. Well, that's going to get super hectic, but thankfully, I still have time to stream and make videos along with work and school. I'm actually not working, but I hope to get a job soon. Maybe another desk job. That'd be fun. But yeah, so I was super like weird this last week. But 3-day mandatory orientation. First off, can we talk about that for a minute? Yeah, 3 days mandatory orientation. I'm not going to trash this school too much because I really like it. It's an amazing school I'm going to. Oh, you want to know my Twitter? If you scroll down a little bit underneath the video, underneath the stream, is a link to my Twitter in my about page. There's the Twitter tab. If you click on the Twitter, you can take you to my Twitter. If you want to find me on Twitter, though, it's just at Lord Bakington on Twitter. It says Lord Beakington right now because I like bees. But I'm just going to melt the butter. And while the butter's melting, I'm going to prepare my brown rice. Because I cannot eat chili without brown rice. What are you studying? Hi, Wesley Snipes. How's it going? What am I studying? I am studying theater with a focus. There's a bunch of focuses in this program on camera, not stage or musical theater. The theater program that I'm part of has, concentrations on musical theater where you do a lot of, sorry, that's brown rice, dancing and singing and other work like that. Then there's the performance, which is regular straight plays. And then the one I'm in is for camera. So acting meant for like television and movie and commercial. That's what I do. Because I originally thought I wanted to go into stage, but then I started doing some stuff back at my old school on camera there. And I really liked that, like a lot more. I found a lot more than I thought I would like stage. Like stage is still super fun to me, but like I found that in terms of like my personality style, I found that like camera is a lot more entertaining and a lot more enjoyable for me. I'm gonna grab 2 cups of water, real quick like. And 2 cups of stock. You can use any stock. Vegetable stock, beef stock, turkey stock. Ooh, I should get some turkey stock. I wonder where they carry turkey stock around here. If not, I could always just order it off Amazon. But I'm going to use some chicken stock. So this 1 part mixture of chicken stock and water is going to be used in my rice. Pour that in. There we go. And since I'm feeling adventurous, I'm going to add just a touch more rice. I love the chewy toothiness. I know, Jane Wayne, you said you don't like brown rice, but I can appreciate that too. But for me, brown rice is life. Like, really. That's weird. My brown rice isn't working. My brown cooker. It's probably my weird outlets. My outlets are super, super, super loose. I don't know why. I talked to the people about it. They were like, yeah, they're all loose. And I'm like, that's not okay. There we go. Set it to the brown rice setting. Let's see how this works. But yeah, so I'm studying theater for the camera, not theater for the stage. Just because I've tried both and I found that camera was a lot more fun. All right, so I've got myself my 1/2 cup butter. That's 1 stick of butter, or 4 ounces of butter. Melted now, you can see it's really liquid, but not simmering. That's fine. I'm now going to add in 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Get a real good scoop. That's a little bit less than I need. Add a little bit more. Mix this in. And then it becomes this fudgy mass. It looks super tasty, doesn't it? But this isn't where we're going to end with our fudgy fun, because this is Monday after all. We have to infuse a little bit of excitement into today, because otherwise we'd all just be pulling our hair out. How was everyone's Monday? Did you guys go to work? Did you guys go to school? Did you guys do what? Like, whatever you did, bear in mind, just think of whatever you did and just know inside your heart that you probably had a more exciting day than I did. Today was the final day of my 3-part orientation. It's at this, oh, I'm going to take a little break right now. I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons, maybe 3 at most, of some crunchy peanut butter. You can use creamy if you like. The reason I'm using crunchy is because I want to add in a bit of nut, like a bit of nut crunch into my peanut butter, into my brownies. And so I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter. I just think it's texturally a lot more interesting. Yummy. And I mix all this together. The peanut butter from the heat of the pan is going to start melting. And then we'll get left with this runny, beautiful, chocolatey mix. Look at that. Oh my gosh, how lewd is that? Now, I've got all of this just decadence right here. I'm going to, oh wait. It called for a stick of butter, a cup of butter, not a stick. Duh. So I'm going to add a little bit more in, another stick or so, but I'm going to chop it up so it cooks faster. I really like peanut butter in brownies. I know if you're like allergic to nuts, you probably shouldn't add it in. That seems obvious, but you have to tell sometimes. You have to tell people sometimes because they don't seem to be able to help themselves. You know, like I've gotten a couple questions like, if I'm allergic to nuts, what can I put instead of peanut butter into my peanut butter fudge? And my response is usually, well, just don't make peanut butter fudge then. It seems like it's something that everyone should know, but I guess it's not. It's not me scroll down at Lord Bakington, right? Yeah. That's so frustrating, Jane Wayne, right? Like, what was I saying? Oh, that bot that we use for all of my commands still isn't working, and I don't really know why. Oh yeah, another reason why I wanted to make peanut butter brownies is because I just wanted to use up all the peanut butter in this jar because I bought a new one. It looks a lot better. Now then, I'm also going to add 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to also add in some other stuff. Actually, now that we've melted everything, I'm going to take this off the heat because I really don't need it to be on the heat anymore. In fact, it needs to cool a bit so we can add in 3 eggs. But while it's cooling, we have to add in the second layer of chocolate because there isn't just one part chocolate. It's multi-layered chocolate. What bot do you use for commands? I think it's Toucan bot. It's M60 set it up for me. So I'm defaulting to Toucan bot, I believe. I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons, maybe about 3 ounces or so, of bittersweet chocolate. You can use milk chocolate too if you want, but I find that it's a bit sweet if you do. Because we're also going to add in about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to do 1.5 cups, but if you like sweet chocolatey brownies, use 2 cups. And see how the residual heat from the chocolate and the butter just melts everything together into this chalky mass. Look at that. And it smells like peanut butter, and it smells like chocolate. It's really tasty. If it cools down a little bit, I'm going to put it back over here because this burner is still hot. Ankh-bot is a good bot to use. Simple setup, runs on your computer. You can have loyalty point system commands. I need to set up a new bot. Okay, you guys, there's a lot of new stream updates coming. I told you guys I bought a new camera, another camera, and a new tripod, and that's going to be over here on my countertops. Also, here, let's go and talk face to face for a second. Also, I'm talking to some people about new graphics because I want an overlay. See how it's like just sort of cameras right now? I want an actual system overlay. So I want to have an overlay. I want to have like top donors, recent subs. I want to have, someone, shout someone out of the day. If they requested the recipe, then this is their shout out day. Something like that. And then some other fun stuff. I want to do some more things. I want to have like sub loyalty stuff. Other things, maybe viewer loyalty, and just do a lot more on my stream because I've realized that I've sort of hit a plateau and I really need to start putting more effort into it because it's getting kind of boring even for me. So in the future, there's going to be a lot of new updates, a lot of new changes to my stream. I'm going to get a new stream computer, and I'm working on a website. I'm building a WordPress website right now instead of using Tumblr because every time I sit down on Tumblr to write a recipe, I see my Tumblr feed, and then I get really political and I start ranting. And I've had to make a separate Tumblr for just political stuff because I didn't want to put it into my cooking Tumblr. But yeah, so that's been my life right now. So bear with me. There's going to be a lot of new updates. Can't stop Travis. Do you know how to put Ankh-bot in? Because I am super inept when it comes to computers. Like, if someone didn't help me, I would probably I'd be that person that when I press on my computer, it would just burst into flames. I tweeted the video to you. It's pretty cheap to make. Thank you. I can't wait to watch it. I've heard some people use Ankh-bot. I think if you guys don't follow, you should. Lulaboo, amazing streamer, amazing WoW cook, amazing just funny person altogether. It deserves all the popularity she has. You'll help? Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that you guys are offering to help me and giving me all this advice. Because I don't know how to work computers. Everything you see here is because other people have helped me. Alright, so this is all nice and melty. So, I'm going to add in my 1.5 cups of flour. Where's my flour at? My parents came to visit for the first day of orientation because there was a parent orientation they could do. And, owie. If my mother is one of those parents where if it's optional, she will do it. If it's, involves my school, she is going to it. She's one of those parents. Like, this is the woman who could not let me go so badly. She got a job, not lying, she got a job at my junior high. Like, she has her own business, and she doesn't need a second job. She took a second job just so she could watch me. BLM will totally hit you up after the stream, though. Oh, probably should have cleaned that off. That's okay. So there's 1/2 cup. But so she came, 2. And my dad came too. And they were here for parent orientation, and they enjoyed it very much. I'm also going to add in my 3 eggs right now too. The first egg to cool it off, the other 2 to incorporate. Those parents. Jane Wayne, do you have dealings with parents like that? Have you had dealings with parents like that in the past? Put 1 eggie in. Mix all this together. And it'll become thick, but soon it won't be thick because we're going to add in more eggies. Have you made curry before? No, I haven't actually. I've been seeing a couple cool curry recipes I want to try. Like I saw this one for potato curry that looked really tasty. Even for me, who's not a fan of curry spices, but who will definitely try anything once. That's not true. There are certain things I know I won't like mushrooms. Never had them? No, I won't like them. Mix this all together into a smooth, glossy mass. Oh man, this looks so good. Nice thick brownie batter. And then after this, I'm going to add in the all-important final ingredient. Or actually, a couple more ingredients. You can see all the bits of peanut in there. Absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh, can't stop Travis. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. I really do appreciate that. You guys, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I put my info in wrong. I've reached the $100 threshold for Twitch, but I still haven't gotten my first payout. I think it takes like 60 to 40 days. I don't know. I was surprised at how quickly we beat the $100 threshold. All because of you guys. Let me grab my azúcar and some vanilla. Oh my gosh. Just tasting that now, it's so good. I make a South Indian style chicken curry with chapati bread. That sounds really cool. What's it like? What do you put into it? What kind of curry is it? Is it like a veal curry? I've seen that before. Was it like a curry goat? I've seen some people make that. I'm going to put in the 1.5 cups because I'm not a fan of really sweet brownies. I like the chocolate flavor. I don't really like sugary sweetness. Oh, whoops. Well, that'll be enough then. And you think, but Baconton, that's a freaking lot of sugar. Well, we use, what, 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, so it's really bitter right now. And the last few ingredients are what's because of my amazing stream, which again, fight me. I'll tell you why my stream isn't that great. You're going to need some kind of milk drink. I'm not using regular milk today because I rarely ever use regular milk. I'm going to be using some coconut milk because I really like it. You don't have to, but I do. 1/2 cup of some kind of milk drink. Not being sweet. I tasted the batter right now. It wasn't very sweet. You'd think it would be after all that sugar, but it's not. There we go. Mix this all together until it becomes all fudgy and smooth like that. Look at that. Look at that majesty. Plop, plop, plop. It kind of looks like poop. I'm sorry. That's one of the reasons my mother won't leave me alone, because I make jokes like that all the time and she thinks I'm 5. And then to round out that chocolate flavor, a squirt of vanilla to make smooth brownie batter. Ta-da! And a can of half to 1 can of coconut milk and make mine mild enough that it's just a little warm but full of spices and flavor. The coconut milk brings a little sweetness to it. That's really cool. That's the thing. Curry, I've seen curries run the gambit. I've seen curries that are potato curries that aren't super, super spicy, but they're like flavorful spicy. And then I've seen like death curry, which is like, not Steph Curry, death curry, which is like, let's burn your mucous membranes off. Not really a fan of that kind. I want to taste my batter again. I want to have a reason to taste it. I'm going to taste for seasoning, but in reality, it's because I just want to taste it. Mmm. Oh my lord. That is like rich. It's not sweet. That's the thing. It's not super sweet. It's faintly sweet. Not crazy sweet. Oh my goodness. And then you get that bitter cocoa. And then you get this really, really creamy peanut butter. That is beautiful. That is like absolute majesty. So, but yeah, I know curries are really cool in that respect. And then I love making like naan bread, and I like making other cool breads, like breads from all over the world. Because like it's really interesting to see how, while we are pretty different, like bread, every culture seems to have its own variety of some kind of flatbread. There's like tortillas, there's like chapatis, there's puris, there's like lefse, there's Turkish tortillas. Here's my go as my brownie batter. And then I'll now slide it. Oh, I should probably preheat the oven first. 350. Set this aside until it's ready to go. Ooh, that's boiling away real nice. And then, who gets to lick the spoon? Who wants to lick the spoon? Look at that. Look at all that batter. Watergate. Okay, I've heard of this, and it looks really yummy. Like, to me, that looks really yummy. I've never made it, though. I've seen it at, like, when I think of Watergate salad, I always think of, like a Mormon coven, like a ward, like a Mormon ward picnic. Salads and like casseroles always make me think of Mormon like food. Is that weird? They do make a lot of casseroles. Anyway, I would totally want to. You're giving me all these great ideas for streams. You are the real MVP today. But wait, Jane Wayne, I totally just read that now. You have Meet the Teacher next week? Oh boy. Lucky you. What are the parents like? Does it vary year by year, or do you already have people like nailed down? Like you'll already know there'll be like one parent who's going to act like this and one parent's going to act like that. Yummy. So we're all good with the flour now. We can actually start working on the chili now. Yummy. This is like lewd. Yum. Put this away. Oop. Alrighty. Oof. You could also put whatever else you want to in your brownies. Say if you want to put in some chopped almonds, that'd be really tasty, and you're probably a genius for thinking of that. You could put in some... Where did this flour go before? Oh, it's back there. You could put in some, say, more chopped peanuts if you wanted to. You could put in some shredded coconut, chocolate chips. Left says very popular. That's why I said it. I've made left. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the follow. You're the best. Hold on. We gotta redo that one. One moment. Hey. Thank you so much for the follow. You're the best. Thank you so much for the follow. You're the best. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Lord Bakington, your fearless guide to the world of food. And today we're making one-pot brownies, or we just finished making the one-pot brownies. But we're also going to be making some really tasty turkey chili with brown rice. So, stay tuned. Welcome to the kitchen. How are you today? Hiccup. Diced bananas. Oh, sorry for touching my mic again. But diced bananas would also be really tasty. Bananas and chocolate are a winning combination. Wipe up the excess flour. Where's the lid for my sugar? The lid for the sugar is around here somewhere. That's weird. It's gone. Oh, here it is. You could make your brownies with, say, chocolate chips in them, or some walnuts. Walnuts are really tasty. You could add in, say, a little bit of like chili powder if you want to make spicy chili ones. Apparently chili and chocolate go very nicely together. I'll take their word for it. Oh my gosh, I love this song. Alexa, set the volume to 4. Get yourself a pan. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like, oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, we missed another one. Here, I'll give you your proper dance in a moment once I close all my cabinets. Alexa, pause. Like, Tigran, I love you, but we gotta do this dance. Let's see. Thank you so much for the follow, you're the best! Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Lord Bakington, your fearless guide through the world of food, and today we have just finished making some one-pot peanut butter brownies, and we're making some turkey chili with brown rice next. Welcome to the kitchen again. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm Lord Bakington, and thank you for the follow. Yeah, that was fun. Alexa, resume. Yes, hello, my boy. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for following. You're the best. Thank you so much for the follow. You're the best. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Lord Bakington, your fearless guide to the world of food. And today we're making one-pot peanut butter brownies. And oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow, both of you. I'm Lord Bakington, your fearless guide through the world of food, and today we're making one-pot peanut butter brownies and some really tasty turkey chili with brown rice. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm Lord Bakington, and welcome to the kitchen. Gary from Poland, I was wondering if you tried making dill-infused dough for meal of eating. No, I've never tried that before, but I would definitely be happy to. If you have a recipe, I would totally appreciate it if you would send me the recipe on my Twitter, at Lord Bakington on Twitter. I'd be more than happy to give your recipe a try, though. And if I do, you get a shout out that day. Ooh, My voice cracked. I'm sorry. I'm not going through puberty, I swear. I meant to say, you will get a shout out that day, not you'll get a shout out that day. Chili and chocolate really do go good together. I've had Hershey bar with chili in it. As long as it's a rather mild pepper, they are complement each other. Oh yeah, I agree. I learned this recipe from Reginald Q, chef from Syracuse. Really? That's interesting. What recipe is that? Is it one of the recipes you're doing today, or is it a recipe you've wanting to request? Either way, I'd love to hear about it. We give the recipe for your dildo? Awesome. I see what you did there. All right then. I got myself a nice big wide pan here. I'm going to turn it on. Add in a bit of oil. I totally walked into that one, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious! Hold on. We got a follower. Thank you for the follow, you're the best. Thank you so much for the follow, you're the best. Welcome to the kitchen, I'm Lord Bakington, your fearless guide to the world of food. And today we're making some one-pot peanut butter brownies and some really tasty turkey chili with brown rice and black beans. And I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Alexa, set volume to 3. I only really like that one song. Alexa, set volume to 3. Thank you. I made my 3-cheese pepperoni hamburger pizza. Oh my sweet Jesus, that sounds really tasty. Like, I don't know about you. That sounds really, really yummy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds really tasty. What were you saying? What is the secret to sauteing onions? Which kind are the best to use? I can never get them to brown nicely. I like using, when I saute onions, it really does depend on the recipe because recipes will ask you to use certain onions. I'm gonna get a nice spatula for breaking up my meat in a moment, once it gets nice and hot. I'm gonna let the oil heat up though. I like using, when I make sauteed onions, I like using a yellow onion. Here, I'll show you. An onion like this, because it has a lot of sugar in it. Another good onion is a red onion, because those have a lot of sugar too. However, red onions are sweeter, so it really does depend on the kind of recipe you're using. Sometimes you don't really want the red color or the red flavor, like the sweetness of a red onion. You just want a little bit of color. I'd say to use like a yellow onion. That's one I use all the time. That really does sound amazing though. It's beginning to flow around a bit easier, so the pan also feels a bit hot. Turn the heat up just a little bit. I'm going to be using, for this recipe, 1 pound while I continue to clean up my surface because honestly I've got a ton of stuff everywhere that I need to clean up. I'm going to be using 1 pound of lean organic turkey. Oh, look at that, oven's preheated. 1 pound of organic lean ground turkey. Now that my oven is nice and hot, I'm going to slide in my brownies. And we're going to bake for around 40 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. So, like, what goes into that recipe, dude? Is it like hamburger? What kind of pizza sauce do you use? Like what goes into it? Oh my gracious! Hold on. I'm not dancing for that. I see what you're doing. Thank you for the follow. You're the best. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Lord Bakington. Alrighty. Here we go. My 1 pound of meat goes in. You should hear that little sizzle. I'm going to break this up and brown it now for a few minutes on the stove. Do you have a place on pizza? You are 100% free to say that, my friend. You can believe whatever you want to about pineapples on pizza. Because personally, even though I disagree, I think it is your right to say and believe whatever you want. So I will never ever say that you do not deserve the right to say that pineapples belong on pizza. I might say you're wrong in thinking that, but then again, it's really a matter of personal taste. Why you know for dancing? I think we all know why. This is a family-friendly stream. Despite the fact that I lewdly... Eat veggies or die? Okay. 1 moment, please. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, you're the best. Thank you so much for the follow, you're the best. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Lord Baconton, your fearless guide to the world of food, and today we're making turkey chili with brown rice, and we finished making some one-pot peanut butter brownies. I hope you enjoy your stay, though. Welcome to the kitchen. Here we are. Why are you getting so many followers? To me, that's not a whole. That's not like. I'm starting to question whether or not these are real. Considering, what's my viewer count right now? 16. Oh, that might be real. But maybe it's because I dance. Maybe it's because someone's making a bunch of fake accounts about dill and are following me. Could be that. And for you to be the only one questioning why I'm getting followers also calls into question why it's happening. So just break this meat up as best you can. If you want, you can use a potato masher too. That would also help. Kind of just crumple it up until there's no pinkness left. Oh, sorry, touched my mic. Oop, get that knife away. Oh, but yeah, so you guys, I still have to finish telling you about this ridiculous last 3 days I've had. Because my 3-day long orientation... Thank you so much for the follow. So much for the follow, you're the best. Thank you so much for the follow, you're the best. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Lord Baconton, your fearless guide to the world of food. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today we're making one-pot brownies, one-pot peanut butter brownies, rather. And we are making some turkey chili with brown rice. And I can't wait for you to see all the wonderful food we have. Hope you enjoy your stay, and welcome to the kitchen. Ground turkey works with green peppers and burritos and onions and burritos. That's a good idea. Ground turkey is so great. Like, you guys, it's really, really tasty. Ground turkey and chicken is about the only protein I eat nowadays, or meat protein. I eat a lot of lentils. But it's because it's super tasty. I really like it. It doesn't have that red meat kind of feel to it, so I like it a lot. Because I'm not a big fan of red meat. So I'm breaking my meat up into little tiny pieces. But I had to tell you guys all about this ridiculous week I've had, this weekend rather. So it all started, I should probably make a video about this, it'll be fun. I'll give you guys the Spark Notes version of this. Let's just say I got into a paint fight on top of a hill that we had hiked up. We spent an hour hiking up the hill and then an hour hiking back, and we got into a paint fight. I was not prepared for the paint fight. We didn't know about it ahead of time. But we did a paint fight, and I got paint in my mouth. And it was really gross. So, I come home, covered in dried paint, and very tired after that hike. And it was ridiculous. My group is really funny. We're all, transfer students. So we had a lot of fun. We're all older. And when you're in a group of transfer students, you'd think they'll be like me, where they're just like, sophomores in college ready to transfer to a different college. But in reality, a lot of these people in my group were like ex-military. Like they're getting out of the military, and they're looking to like get their education now, and so they went to a community college, and now they're transferring to a 4-year university. And it was really cool meeting all these people because just the differences in backgrounds and all kinds of different stories people have. It's really interesting. There was a guy there who was 40 who wanted to get his degree. There was this lady, she was like 37. She just gotten out of the army, and she wanted to pursue a degree as well. There was most of them were like me though, but it was really cool to hear about a bunch of different people's stories. Here we go. Got myself a nice little bits of meat. So yeah, long story short, we had a very nice time. I met some very interesting people, but oh my goodness, there was a lot of strange stuff going on. Let's see, where do I begin with the weird stuff happening? Where's my cumin? Cinnamon. Cumin. I get my cumin like this from my Mexican supermarket. I find that the cumin tastes better this way. Could be just my own personal, biases, but I think cumin tastes nicer when it comes from like your local like Mexican grocer rather than say a big chain supermarket. Not to say, however, that you shouldn't buy stuff from your big chain supermarket. I just feel like if you have the luxury to, afford choice, like I do, you should try and, patronize your local, small businesses. It's one of those things that you really should try doing. Oh, this smells beautiful. I'm going to need about 2 tablespoons of cumin. See, the cumin is just the spice that makes this whole thing. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of that. Nice. You're going to really, really heavily spice this meat, because all these spices are going to permeate through the whole thing. I'm going to add General Tso's chicken. No, I haven't. That sounds interesting. What's it like? What do you put into it? Oh, these caps are always so hard to get off. There we go. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of onion powder. A little bit more, a little bit less. It really doesn't matter too much. Onion powder. Going to put in the same amount, 2 tablespoons of red chili powder, good California chili powder. This is where I get it as well. I found that I've tried a couple of different chili powders from a couple of different commercial retailers, and just they're not that good. One of them was really bitter, like more bitter than chili powder should be. I wasn't really much of a fan of that. One was really just meh, didn't have much flavor. So I'm going to use some red chili powder. Ooh, that smells so good. Gonna add in a few tablespoons, not tablespoons, I'm not crazy. Ugh. Gonna add in a bit of red chili flakes, optional, but I like to because I like my things a little spicy. Then, healthy doses of salt and black pepper, enough to taste. I feel like the Duchess from Alice in Wonderland. More pepper! And now, here's the secret ingredient that helps bind everything together. Where is it? Because I don't see it here. I know I bought some. You can't hide from me. If you're a fan of Steven Universe, which I absolutely am, a die-hard fandom garbage with Steven Universe. Steven Universe is on hiatus right now. Again, when isn't it on hiatus? I ask you, when isn't it on hiatus? But while it is on hiatus, I've taken the liberty of rewatching some episodes, and I love them all over again. I'm going to add in some tomato sauce, a couple tablespoons, just to make it a little bit thick. Always add a little bit of tomato product, whatever you want to use, paste, coulis, puree. And you're going to mix all this together and make this really thick, spicy tomato meat paste. I think I might actually need a little bit more of that. But I've been rewatching Steven Universe and I really like it again. Like I was getting kind of bored of it, but I'm really like rediscovering my fire for it. I can't wait for it to come back together. You know, get back on the air. Whenever they decide to stop focusing all their energy on Teen Titans Freaking Go. There we go. Spicy meat. Very tasty spicy meat. And now, if this couldn't get... Oh, wait. Get back in there. Any spicier, any more flavorful, because again, this will be spicy, but not like burn your mouth off hot, because I feel like that kind of is lame. I want to be able to taste my food. I don't want just to suffer while I eat it. It's a Chinese dish. I know the chicken is fried and then dipped in cornstarch and then fried again. It's a bit spicy, but sweet also. That's what I found. In Chinese cooking, they don't fry things in like flour. They fry it in cornstarch. I'm going to add in a couple dashes of Pico Pica. I'm not sponsored by them, but I really like shouting them out because their sauce brand is amazing. If you've ever had any kind of other hot sauce, you'll know that hot sauce usually has like a bit of a powerful vinegar flavor. But this doesn't. It just has a really nice chili flavor. Mix it all together. That makes it nice and thick. And now I'm going to add in my beans. You don't have to add in beans. I've heard people say that if you add beans, it's not really chili. Well, this is chili beans then. I'm going to add in a couple of cans of black beans. You can use pinto, you can use kidney, you can use whatever beans you want. But the totals should be around, 30 ounces in total. You want about the same amount of bean to meat ratio. So I'm going to use my can opener, open up the can of beans, drain off the extraneous juices, or at least most of them. Bean juices. There we go. Now I'm going to pry open the can and add in the first of my cans of beans. If you don't like beans, leave them out. Just double the amount of meat you use. If you like beans and you're vegetarian, double the amount of beans you use and cut and don't add the meat in. There we go. It sucked. Ghost chilies? Yeah, ghost chilies are weird. I don't get the purpose of eating them. They're just liquid, like solid pain. Oh my gosh, hi Meatberry, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Everyone, Meatberry's my sister. She's also a mod, so you better love her or your band. Making some twerky chili. Second can of black beans goes in. There we go. And now all this, I'm going to add some liquid to it. You can use whatever liquid you want. You can use water. You can use, say, I've heard, although don't try it because I don't consume alcohol. I've heard that using a 1-to-1 mixture of water and some dark ale goes nicely with this. But use some kind of liquid. I'm going to use about half a cup of liquid to make a nice soupy mix. And then we're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. 10 to 20 minutes until all those flavors come together. Is it our mother's secret twerky chili recipe? It's a sad approximation because, as we've all know, Bakington, regardless of how good of a cook I am, I can only ever approximate her recipes. I can never actually replicate them. Only approximate. I'm just not that skilled of a cook yet. It's not so much like I don't have the recipes. It's just like, you know how like in games you're just not like that level yet to be able to do certain foods. Hi, Ciders Dixon. How's it going? So I'm going to add in just a smidgen of some low sodium chicken stock to make it see like this sort of liquid, but it's going to cook down. I just want it to be liquid enough that all those spices become sort of like soupy. Everything's a bit more free flowing, and then it's going to simmer together, and everything's going to get just infused with all those spices we have in here. Ta-da! So, oh my gosh, Kitty! Hi, Kitty. How's it going, everyone? Kitty Cosmos is an amazing value to our stream, an amazing supporter, an amazing mod, an amazing person. Hashtag free Kitty in the chat, please. Hashtag justice for Kitty. Hashtag say her name. That's how I feel about Mexican rice. It's always good, but not on her level. Seriously, I've tried to make her Mexican rice too, and like, it's good. I agree, it's good, but it's just not hers. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to grab my lid, cover, and I'm going to let this simmer for 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes. It all depends on how long it takes. Turn the heat up a little bit and let that simmer away for a few minutes. Then I can put away all my spices and my pico pica. You're free? Yeah, but there's no justice. There's no peace until we have justice for you. Hashtag no justice, no peace. Alrighty. Mexican wedding cookings for my birthday? Okay, that'd be even better. Dude, those would ship a lot easier than brownies. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. We put away my coconut milk drink. I found that I don't even need milk anymore, like regular milk. Because like even when I'm like, oh, I should probably use milk in this recipe, like it calls for milk, I just found that like I can approximate the same flavor and creaminess by using coconut milk drink instead of regular milk drink. So yeah, like, unless it's for cheese, regular milk has like become obsolete in my life. That's what I meant. Like, unless it's for like macaroni and cheese, it's I don't use it. But yeah, Kitty, how have you been? What's up? I'm gonna check on my brownies real quick. Oof, steam just hits you right in the face. Still a little bit jiggly. Puff. They're setting nicely though. So I'll give this another. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer?
You have one timer, a 40-minute timer with about 19 minutes left.
19 minutes. Yeah, it should be set by then. Alrighty. You can see my Chili is bubbling away nicely. How doesn't have to be kielbasa? Can it be any sausage? Even chicken sausage would be good. Ooh, I'm always a little bit dubious when a recipe involves lima beans, but I'd be more than happy to try it out. Just because I have bad experiences with lima beans. I'm pretty sure every child does. Unless you're one of those ultra healthy children that like eats the kale like their parents tell them to. I was never one of those children. Ask my sister. They had to eat what they were given, but because I had a problem with my gag reflex and the top valve of my stomach, I think it's called the cardiac valve, the valve at the top of your stomach that connects to your esophagus. For those of you who don't know, for like the first 4 years of my life, I threw up every day if I didn't like something. So I had the valve at the top of my stomach that closed my stomach off from my throat. Didn't work when I was little, and so there was nothing stopping me from when I gagged, everything just throwing up. So I would all the time. So to avoid having to clean up throw up every day, my parents didn't force me to eat things I didn't like. So growing up, I ate only things I liked. That just meant mac and cheese and peanut butter. So some people think that shaped the weird relationship I have with food now. I just think it's because certain foods are gross, inherently gross. Yeah, like seriously, like they had to keep like buckets and like towels with them all the time because I would just like throw up on the way to school. This is thickening up nicely. You am meow. That's good. Oof. It's getting a little warm in here. That's okay. Put away my eggies. But yeah, so we had a paint fight at school, and then to make things even stranger, everyone there is super cheerful, and I'm like, I'm cheerful. I'm a cheerful person, but even for me, it was a little much. We had a lot of fun though. It was a lot of work, a lot of walking around, which is fine. I like walking. This rice is done. That is tasty. There we go. My rice is soft and sticky and delicious, which is perfect for me. But now you're super full. Yeah, that's the thing. Like peanut butter, like I found protein smoothies to be really helpful for that. Owie, for that reason. I spilled my cumin. Oh, it was only like a pinch of cumin that fell out, anyways. But like whenever I drink a protein smoothie, I do it with the intent to get full because of that reason. Like the liquid just like fills up your stomach, which I suppose is part of the purpose, right? It's supposed to fill you up. It's supposed to. It's supposed to be like that Omarion song. You used to throw up everything two-sider? Really? Why? Did you ever have any medical answers to that? Was it just one of those weird things that happened? So this is looking good. I'm actually going to give it a taste right now to see if it needs adjusting, because it might need a little bit more salt, a little bit more, you know, cumin, who knows. Definitely needs a little bit more of this. You know what else it needs a little bit more of? Tomato tang. Heartburn really bad if you don't eat? That's super interesting. That's actually really bizarre. I've never heard of that before, but that must really be unpleasant. I can't imagine. I have a very sensitive gag. I had, yeah, me too. I used to have a really sensitive gag reflex, like smelling something I didn't like, I would start gagging. But Meeks, did you make this protein smoothie yourself, or was it one of those that comes out of like out of a can or a bottle? I'm cool with both. Like, sometimes if I'm rushing, instead of having breakfast, what I'll do is I'll have one of these. Where are they? Premier Proteins right here, like these. These are really good because they're like 30 grams of protein and like a 10% of your daily everything, or 20%, 25% of your daily everything, which is crazy, except for phosphorus. It has half your daily phosphorus. So I drink one of those a day. But like I'll put that in a blender with a little bit of Greek yogurt and some peanut butter, and it becomes this really tasty protein smoothie that has like 50 grams of protein, and it's super, super good. I'll use the chocolate Premier Proteins, and I'll put in the yogurt and the other stuff. Is it during the 3 days that too many? Pff, no. Are you joking, Makes? I used to drink 3 a day. That means you're getting your everything every day. Look at you. The thing is, like, most vitamins you don't have to worry about because us Americans get like less than what we normally need. So if you're drinking 3 of these, I'm sure you're topping up your levels. Nothing here really strikes me too dangerous, like unless it was vitamin. No, even like that. I don't imagine you eat too much vitamin E in your normal daily diet. Like most of us don't. So I wouldn't really be too worried. Yeah, Meeks is like you, especially need a lot of iron for like a couple different reasons. One, because you're doing a lot more exercise, your body needs more iron to build itself. 2, you lose iron, and 3, just because I know you have always had historically an issue with getting enough iron. Needs a little bit more of this, because like I am always super judicious with my salt. Cooking is indeed love and life, just like Shrek. And just like cooking, just like Shrek, onions and cooking have layers. All right, let me give this a little taste-orino. It should be good now. It's missing a little something. Oh. How about a little bit more of this? There we go. That should be good. It's tasting really good. See, this is nice and thick. I can drag my spatula through and you can see the bottom. Watch, look. See that? You can see the bottom a little bit. That's how you know it's thick enough. We're talking like Wick from Pokemon Sun and Moon thick. Just the right amount of thickness. Yoga tonight? Ooh, yoga. Is it aerial yoga? I'm going to give my brownies another checkerino. Ooh, steam. Ooh, they've puffed up a little bit. That's good. Poke it. If it comes out clean, it's cooked. This is almost there. It's coming out somewhat clean, but like 80% clean. So that looks good. I'm going to just let this simmer gently for a few more minutes to thicken it up a little bit more. Because even though this is the right amount of thickness for everyone, I like my stuff thick. I like everything thick, if you know what I mean. Yoga is super cool. Like I have mad respect for anyone who can do yoga. You guys, I'm going to be done with the stream before 8. And I got a text right now about doing something about like going to another event on campus at 8. But it's a diversity talk. And I'm like, yeah, but Those are always kind of repetitive. And like, do they really expect me to go to school at 8 after I already left? Like, I don't really want to go. Talk me out of it, you guys. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Give me a reason to not go. College diversity is probably going to be really, really, really unpleasant. That's not to say that I'm not for diversity, because I am. I do enjoy a good diverse range of viewpoints. I have, if you, the people I follow on Twitter, even if I disagree with a lot of them on a lot of political things, I follow them because I want to hear what they have to say. So I have a better rounded worldview, but like, oof. Like, I don't know. Maybe the thing is, I'm going to a private school, a small private school, and yeah, I don't think it has as much like violent groupthink as most schools I've seen. Like I was at one point going to go to UCLA, and then I saw people getting like punched for having a different opinion. I was like, nah. But yeah, look at that. That's nice and thick. But yeah, I don't want to go. Probably not. It's not even because it's about like the kind of college diversity, but it's about like me having to leave my house at 8 o'clock to go back to school. Not that my school is particularly far away. It's just like, I have to get in my car. I have to dress up somewhat nice so I don't look like a schlub. I have to go and maybe see people and have to go say hi, and then I have to go sit and do nothing when all I want to do is get like play on my phone or my computer. He used to teach preschoolers and he'd do yoga with the babies. Yeah, those little babies were like masters of the boat pose. I have to tell you guys, those babies were like mastering that. They did the table really well, like better than I could. But you know, I had a better, you know, I had a better formed skeletal system, and I had a core, and so I was able to do like the like tree and a bunch of different other poses a lot better than they could because they're just little tiny babies with not quite fully formed skeletons. Be uncomfortable. Yeah, but I already was social yesterday, so I think I can give myself a break. That's the thing. Like, I've become really reclusive, and so I'm gonna cover this up again. I'm gonna turn the heat off. It's gonna keep bubbling because this thing is still hot, but I'm gonna leave it just cracked a little bit. I have been pushing myself to do more stuff, especially considering I'm used to like wallflowering a bit. So yesterday I did all the stuff on campus, and I met a lot of really nice people. And so I think today, because I did so well yesterday, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to check on my brownies with downward facing dog. Oof. Anything that involves my back is really tough because I'm super stiff in the back. I used to be really flexible, and it's kind of sad that I'm not anymore. Oh yes, look at that. A clean knife means we have brownies. You know what I blame for my recent and very, very large spike in being reclusive? Because I wasn't always reclusive. Ask my sister. I used to be super, super social. Just go up and talk to anybody. I'm not anymore. Social interaction is becoming very stressful for me. But you know what I blame it on? Memes. When I discovered memes at like 15, I started becoming really, really, really antisocial. Look at this. It's puffed up very, very lightly, but it'll soon collapse. You can see the little bits of peanut in there. Oh, it smells like peanut butter. I'm going to gently run my knife around the edge. Just to make sure it's all loose. It is. I blame memes. You've always been an ass. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing at that, but I am. Oh well. Oh, I'm not good a person for laughing. Let's see. Let's make a nice plate of chili. I'm gonna get a good plate. Also, shout out to my mother for bringing me these really nice plates. Look at this. This is a plate. One of the new porcelain plates she got me. Look at that. Really nice, creamy white, deep, deep hole. I want to try to be a little bit more fancy this time. So what I'm going to do is make a little ring, a little top ring of rice. I'm going to shove some rice into a ramekin. Ooh, but first, before I do anything else, I'm going to butter my ramekin. Ooh, Bakington, you're full of good ideas today. Thank you, Bakington. I'm going to lightly butter my ramekin so that way the rice comes out nice and easy. Oh, I see. So you want bigger bowls, but you want them to be salad bowls. I see. So not like soup bowls or anything. You want like a bigger bowl so you can encourage yourself to eat more greens. That's smart. I should do that too. Be social till I got sick, but I'm slowly becoming social again. I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy that you're trying to be more social. And I hope that you... Oh, gracious. Thank you for the follow. You're the best. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm Lord Bakington, your fearless guide to the world of food, and today we are making some turkey chili brown rice. We finished making some one-pot brownies. We took those out of the oven, and we're going to go and plate and eat everything now. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the kitchen, and I hope you enjoy your stay. But yes, hats off to you for putting yourself out there again and trying to get back to your old self. I wish you the best of luck with that. Really, I do. I'm being as sincere as I can be. But so I've got myself a nice buttered ramekin. Ooh, I love this one too. This is what the shore, what is it? What the shore brought? Or what the sea brought by, again, Tigran Hamasyan. So I'm going to press the rice in really well. Then I'm going to get a spoon, not a spoon with two O's, a spoon, S-P-U with two dots over it, and I'm going to take some of this chili, put it onto the plate. You'll see, I'm going to clean this up and make it look real pretty in a moment. Looks good. Maybe just another scoop. There we go. Then we'll take my... Oh my gosh, working chef! Hi there! Everyone, we have a really cool person in the stream. Working Chef has decided to grace our humble abode. Hello there, welcome to the stream. How are you today? If I had a shout out command, which I hopefully will have soon, I would shout you out. But hello, thank you so much for stopping by. Ooh, turn the oven off. Push everything back together. Pat this down a little bit. Ah! I want a clean frame. Take my rice. Ow, that's hot. Ta-da! I have a ring mold. I just can't find it. So we're going to have to improvise with the ramekin I just used. And then I'll top it. Ah, my butter! Mi mantequilla se cayó. It just lunged at me, too. It just kind of just jumped out of the fridge. I guess Seth Rogen was onto something when he made Sausage Party. Alexa, cancel timer. But how have you been? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to top it off with just a sprinkle of some cheese, like that. Of course, once the camera goes up, I'm going to smother this in cheese. However, you know, for the pictures and whatnot, I'm going to have to just put a little bit because, you know, I don't want you guys to get any bad impressions of me. Let me grab my camera. Where is that camera? Oh, duh. So now, I had an egg jump out of the carton the other day. Really? That sounds awful. I'm sorry. Yeah, food is weird sometimes. It kind of just rebels. But yeah, that's today's chili. You can see the brown rice is nice and firm. I really like brown rice with this because it's like chewy and it's filling and it has nice like earthy flavors. It's really, really yummy. Working chef, thank you so much for the host. Seriously. I'm gonna go over here, don't mind me. I'm gonna take some snapperoonies of this. And then we're gonna slice up those brownies and dig in because honestly, those look super tasty. Like the brownies I don't have to worry about plating until like later on after the stream because I'm just gonna stack those up on top of each other with powdered sugar. But I wanna get a good picture of this. Gotta move my Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I was looking over my deck right now. Get a few snapperooskies of these. I like this song because it kind of gives me a Halloween type vibe. Not like a spooky Halloween type vibe, but just kind of like that eerie, paranormal Halloween type vibe. But like in a interesting, cool way. There's one. Get a little bit closer. But how has everyone been so far? I see we got some new followers too. Welcome to the stream. While I'm doing the understandably very boring task of taking pictures of food. I'm sorry. Get some real close-ups. I'm sure one of these will eventually turn out good. That's really how I take my pictures. I'm just like, if I take enough, eventually one will turn out nice. There we go. That's the winner. All right, finally, I'm gonna eat. I'm super hungry. Better for you, it's normal rice, just sugar. Essentially, yeah, it's just carbohydrates. Brown rice has the bran and the germ still on it, I believe. Ah, what happened? You didn't see that. Hopefully you didn't. Oops. Okay, that's what brooms are invented for, though. Alrighty, let's have some food now. Dig into this and just break it up. Oh, look at that. I love just mixing it all together, getting a little bit of the cheese and a little bit of the rice and some chili. I really like this chili because it's got a ton of protein. Black beans have a lot of protein. So does ground turkey with not a lot of fat. Neither of those really have a lot of fat. The only thing contributing fat to it is the cheese. Make sure to pick a lean ground turkey though. All right? Doesn't that just look super tasty? I'm super excited for this. It's spicy, it's filling, it's real meaty. And overall, it's a really, really tasty dish. I really hope you enjoy this. Look at that, look at that. Ooh, boy. Mmm. Oh my gosh. Oh my yum. Holy crap, man. The brown rice is chewy and toothy. Without being undercooked, it's really, really tasty. And you get this really warm, like spicy chili with tons of flavor. It's chewy, it's meaty, it's just filling and, oh, beautiful. And then it's slightly mellowed by the sort of carby, starchy rice and then the tiny hint of creamy, like cheesiness. Makes it really nice. Mmm. Mmm. Oh boy. And it's really super easy. Brown rice, black beans, turkey, cumin, chili powder, pico pico, onion powder, salt, pepper. Really, that's it. And a little bit of chicken broth. Mmm. Mmm. This will be my dinner later. Oof, but you will start sweating a little bit. Ooh, it's a little warm. I am super hungry. I'm sorry. Never watch a cooking stream on an empty stomach. I've learned that. This is set nicely. See, they puffed up, but they've cooled down, and they kind of sunk too. And just gently cut into this. I'm not dragging because I don't want to scrape up this pan. Just want to cut a few little squares. I have a perfect brownie pan I should try. Ah. It's still really hot. That's why probably it's breaking up on me. See? It broke up on me because I didn't give it long enough to set. But the inside does seem to be very, very fudgy. And you can see the little bits of peanut too. Look at that. Oh my lord. Huh. Definitely didn't give it long enough to set because it is still piping hot on the inside. But you can see how fudgy it is. And then, crispy top. And little bits of peanut in there from the peanut butter. So for those of you new to the stream, what we just made was turkey chili. But this is a one-pot peanut butter brownie. So it's a brownie you cook in a pot on the stove, and then you put the batter into a pan. But I put crunchy peanut butter in there, so it gets some nice crunchy peanuts and some really tasty creamy peanut butter. It's not sweet, not super sweet, rather. Oh my goodness. Because we use that sweet, that like bittersweet chocolate, and then the unsweetened processed cocoa powder, it is like rich and like chocolatey bitter, but not like painfully bitter. It's like creamy and has a beautiful, beautiful dark chocolatey flavor. Not to mention some nice crispy crusts. Your kryptonite? Same. Seriously, that and cheese. Like, who doesn't like cheese unless you're lactose intolerant? Oh, again, super hot still, but couldn't resist. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is so good. I can't stress that enough. Well then. We have now successfully made. You like a nice Munster? Ooh, Munster cheese. I should get that sometimes. I should try that in my mac and cheese recipe. Anyway, yeah. So we have successfully made our brown rice and black bean turkey chili. We've made our brownies. I'm going to post those pictures up soon on my Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, @LordBakington on Twitter. Check down below my stream for the link. Also down there is my YouTube channel, which you should all check out. The VOD will be up shortly. My new series, Bakington's Basics, is in the editing process. And I'm also going to start doing a few more things on there because I really want to get my subscribers up. So go check out my YouTube channel, Lord Bakington on YouTube. And my Tumblr page, which will soon be replaced with my WordPress, will have all my recipes on it. I am hiccuping really bad. I'm sorry. Before the next one comes. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for watching if you're watching. I have had such a fun time making this today. I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I can't wait till Wednesday. Wednesday, keep an eye out for Wednesdays. Wednesday we're making a peach cobbler, yes. And we're also going to make some mini chicken pot pies with Parmesan crust. Then on Friday, we're going to do a gluten-free stream. We're going to make some romaine lettuce boats. It's like a low-carb sort of stream. So we're going to make some romaine lettuce boats with spicy chicken. And we're going to make a flourless orange almond cake. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait, and I hope you guys enjoyed my stream. I will be back Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Peace.